Hi, I am Kesar and I am going to discuss string hashing in this video. Okay, so let us start with what is string hashing. So string hashing is just a number representation of any string. Okay, here you can see a string A B C D E F A B C. So we can represent this string into any integer number. Okay, so for it is not limited to only a string. We can store or represent the substring as well into any integer number, okay, for a string. So let's start with a simple example and how we can calculate the value of any string has. Okay, so so let take any string of length a small, like 4, not much large, A B C, then A. Okay, so we have a string of length 4. What we do first indexing of this string. Okay, so I put 0 here, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. So here you can see I have started indexing of the string from 1, not 0. It help you to like the code become simple. Like if you start from 0, then maybe code you have to handle some edge cases. Okay, so it is better to start with uh, index 1. Okay, so what we do, we put we have a hash vector of size 5. Okay, at index 0, initially all the value of the hash vector is filled with 0. Okay, it is not necessary to fill all uh, indices. You have to only put for indices 0. Okay, what do? We do simple calculation here. We take a base value. We'll tell you later on what is this base value. Just focus on the calculation part. You will get what is this base value. Okay, so what we do, we take base here, we multiply by previous hash value and add the uh, value of that character. What is the value of that character? You can take like uh, either you can take ASCII value, or you can also represent character like A20, B21, like that. Okay, C is equal to 2. Okay, it will help you to uh, help in your calculation part. Okay, so I am just writing A here. It doesn't mean character A, it is a value of A. Either you can put ASCII value, or either you can 0 to 25 if it is only a lowercase English letter. Okay, so what is going to be value here? It is B multiplied by 0 plus A. Okay, I will just age this side. Okay, so what is the value here? B, okay, B multiplied by 0 plus A, which is going to be A only. Okay, now in the next address, next time what we do, we again take B, we multiply with previous hash value plus the character value of that position, which is B. B means it is not a, again I am saying it is not a character, it is representation of character value, like b is equal to 1. Okay, you can take b is equal to 1 because I here all the letter are in lowercase alphabets. Okay, so for a is equal to 0, b is equal to 1, c is equal to 2, similarly d is equal to 4, e is equal to 5. Okay, so here what is going to be the value here? B multiplied by previous hash. What is previous hash here? A. B multiplied by previous hash is A, and the value of current index is B. Okay, so this is the hash value at position 2. At position 2. Okay, hope yes. Okay, now we'll calculate for position 3. So what we have to do? We have to take B, we have to multiply with previous hash value, and we have to add the value at current index. Okay, so what you do here? B multiply by B A plus B. Okay, this is capital B, which is base value, and A B are the uh, integer value of character A and character B. Okay, plus C here. Okay, so this is the value of hash at index 3. Okay, this is value at index 2, and this is value at index 1. Okay, now in the next iteration we go for index 4. What we do? We take B, and then we multiply with previous hash, and then we will add value at current index, which is A. So what is going to be the value at index 4? Let us write here. So it is going to be B multiply by B square A plus BA plus C. At the end we have to write value of character at index 4, which is A. Okay, so this is the hash value at index 4. Now what this hash value represent? So let tell you one by one. The first value represent the hash of a string A. Okay, only A. Now second value represent hash of a string AB. Okay, not only B, it represent hash of AB. Okay, the second value represent hash of a string AB. Okay, the third value represent the hash of a string ABC. Okay, not only C. Okay, and the last value represent the hash of whole string. Okay, you got it? Now let let discuss some interesting thing here. Then you will get clear idea of the hashing. What happened here? Okay, so I have to find the string value of this hash. Okay, only A. So we know that string A has value A. We have already calculated here. Okay. Now, what if I have to find the hash value of a string BC? Okay. So what we do? Let's write here BC. We are going to find the hash value of a string BC. Okay. What we have to do? We have to take the hash value of from A to C, and then we will subtract hash value of a string A. Then we will get hash value of a string BC. Okay. So what is the hash value of a string ABC? Which is this one. Okay. So let me write here B. First write here. Wait. I will write here A B C minus A. Okay, then we will get BC. Okay, so let me write the hash value of string ABC. What is this? B square A plus B uh, BB plus BC. Okay, so B square A plus B small b plus C. Okay, now what is the hash value of A? It is A only. So is this hash value of BC? No, it is not actually. We have to multiply here by B to the power of length of our substring, which is BC. Okay, you got it? AB square C. Now, what do we get? BB plus C. Okay. Now, if you find hash of BC separately using same method, you will get BB plus C. Okay. Now, let find the hash of string A. Now, this A is not this A, which is starting of the A. This is not A. This is last A. Okay, last substring A. So I'm going to find the hash of this one. So what is going to be formula? A, B, C, D minus B, C, D. B, C, D. Okay. We have to also multiply with here p to the power length of a string. Okay, which is here 1. So now, what is the hash of a string ABCD? This value. This value represent hash of a string ABCD. Okay. So let me write first here BQA plus B square B plus BC plus D. Okay. Now, what is the hash value? Let me bracket here. Now, what is the hash value of BCD? Sorry, ABC. I have to subtract here ABC. It's my bad. Let me A B C. Okay. So what is the hash value of string ABC? The value at index 3, which is B square A plus B B plus C. Okay. So let's write here B square A plus B small b plus C. Then multiply by B power what? It is going to be length of your substring, which is 1. Okay. Now, what value you get here? This is going to be cancelled out with this because here also B is common. This is going to be cancelled out with this. This is going to be cancelled out with this. What left? It is D. Here it is not D. It is A. Sorry. It is A. You can see here. It is A. The hash value of whole string. Okay. So what left? A left. Okay. So you see here even the start the substring which is A, the start of the string, the hash value is A, and the last substring which is also A, and their hash value is also A. We got it. Okay. So keep in mind that if the string are same, substring are same, their hash value are going to be same. Okay. The another thing here come is modulus operation. Why modulus m come here? Will tell you. In general, a string is of length 5 is given in the problems. Okay. So even if you take b equal to 2, then 2 power 10 power 5 is going to be a very large number, and you can't store in long data type. Okay. Long data type. Okay. So here you need to do modulus operation. Okay, so that's why you have to keep apply modulus on every calculation. Okay, now here is the twist. Initially, if you don't do modulus, then for two different string, you always get two different hash value. Okay, h1 and h2. Okay, but after modulus operation, if you do modulus with m, then you might get same final value, final hash value. Okay, so here it is called hash collision. Okay, so there is a chances of collision, and we have to minimize that probability of collision. Okay, so we have take b, which is base, and m in such a way that chances of collision become very less. Okay, so what is the value of b we should take, and what is the value of m we should take? Okay, so first of all, tell me what is how many character in our computer system? It is 128. So we keep value of p uh, is 131, which is just greater than this one, and it is a prime number. Okay, so we keep value of b this one, or there is another value also which is 137. Okay, you can also take it, or some other value as well. This is not restricted to these two value, but if you take higher value, then play modulus become like modulus, you have to apply modulus frequently. Okay, and in that case also collision chances got increased. So taking b as small as possible, and you have to take m large as possible. Okay, so what value we can take it for m? Okay, so generally we take m as a mod of 10 to the power 9 order, and there is a beautiful number which is also prime, you know already, 10 to the power 9 plus 7. It is modulus, generally used in every problem on the code forces or any other platform as well. But we are also not consider this value for m, because problem setter design the test case in such a way that if you take this as a modulus operation, then chances of collision become very high. Like uh, so we take another modulus which is 10 to the power 9 plus what, 123, which is just greater than this one, and it is also a prime number. Okay, another number you can take is 10 to the power 9 plus 321, which is also a prime number. Okay, so like why we can't take modulus as a order of 10 to the power 18? Because in that case collision of chances become very low. But there is a problem if you take modulus as a 10 to the power 18, because after modulus operation your number still remain between 10 to the power 18, and if you multiply it, it get overflow. Okay, so you can't multiply it directly. So you have to take modulus of m value as a 10 to the power 9 order, which will also prevent you from the collision and keep the correct calculation value like multiplication and addition. Okay, not overflow of integer happen. Okay, so this is all about string hashing. We I will discuss one beautiful problem, or this is not, it is simple problem. Let's discuss it. So the problem is you have to find occurrences of a string t in a string s. You have to print all the indices like initial start of the substring. Okay, let's take one example. S is equal to A, B, C, E, A, B. Okay, let's take T is equal to AB. Okay, so what is going to be answer of this? We should take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm considering one base indexing here. Okay, so what is the final answer of this question, this test case? It is going to be 1, then 5. Okay, why 1 and 5? Because you see here one substring exists which is same as the string t, and initial index is 1, and here also you can see substring AB which is equal to t, and here initial index is 5. Okay, that is the final answer. So how you can solve this problem? You you have to first find hash vector of, okay, hash vector of a string s. Then you have to find hash value of t. Okay, let's say ht. Okay, and this is hash vector of a string s. Okay, now in this hash vector you have to iterate with length of a string t. Okay, with sliding window of length t. Okay, length of a string t. Okay, and you have to find is that substring has hash value same as ht or not. If that substring of length same as a string t is has hash value equal to ht, then you can put that there start index in your answer vector. Okay, so let us code this problem. Okay, so I have already written the template of this problem. I have taken the input s and t, then size of a string s, and then a string t. Here you can see I have taken mode as a 100 100 123, which is same as here you can see I have given you same modulus 10 to the power 9 plus 123, and another value is 131 and 137. Okay, so base value is 131. Okay, so let's calculate first a string has a string vector of a string s. Okay, so what do? We keep hasb of size n plus 1, then 0, then start with index 1, go 4 till index n. What do you have to do? You have to do hv of I is equal to hv of I multiply by b plus, let me find the value of character, int value is equal to int of s of I minus a, let take plus 1, which from 1 to 26, put value here, and it is going to be h minus 1, take mod here. Okay, so this is the hash vector of a string s. In similar way I will calculate hash value of a string t. Okay, which is initially going to be 0. Then you have to start from index I is equal to 1 to index m. I will not store the hash value of a string t because we not needed here, only needed here for the string s. Okay, so hash hash of t is equal to previous hash t multiply by b plus int val is equal to int of p of I minus a plus 1. Okay, then put val here, take the modulus operation. Okay, now we got hash value of. Okay, now one thing I have to find here, the power of b, and the value of power is going to be size of a string substring, which is going to be m. Initially it is 1. I will calculate that power here to avoid unnecessary for loop. Multiply by b m percentage mod. Okay, now that int answer. Okay, now let iterate each of the substring from 1 to string n minus m. Okay, plus plus. Okay, so get the hash value of substring ll value is equal to. Okay, the long value is equal to uh, hv of I plus m minus 1, and then value is equal to value minus uh, take hv of I minus 1. Okay, multiply by pow b of m. Okay, here I have to take modulus, then I have again take modulus. Before that I have to add mod here, then take, let me mod first, then add mod, and again do mod. Okay, to avoid value should not be negative. Okay, so we got the hash value of substring, and we'll just check if val equal to hash of t or not. If it is hash of t, then in the answer vector we will just push the value of I, which is the start index of our substring from I to I plus m minus 1. If we take I is equal to n minus m. Okay,